no, I look out for myself. Girl, no you don't. Hello loves, and welcome to a new video. For those of you that are new here, my name is ArleesiaRheenay, and on this channel you'll find all types of content that range from plus size fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. So if those are videos that you like to watch, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media platforms so that you can keep up with me on my day-to-day. And for those of you that are returning, hey loves, hey boo, I hope you guys are enjoying the journey and enjoying the videos. But if you are not yet subscribed, what are you doing? You done came back for another video and you still have not subscribed? What are you doing? So be sure to hit that subscribe button down below as well, and I hope you're following me on my social media platforms as well. As you guys see, we are back with another femininity video. You guys loved the first one I did, and like I said, it is near and dear to my heart because it is a journey that I am actively on right now. So I'm like, I have to continue to share what I am doing, what I am experiencing, and what I am changing in my own journey in hopes that it will help you as well. So the difference between part 1 and part 2 is that part 2 is a video that I am obviously titling For the Long Haul. And some of you might be like, girl, what do you mean for the long haul? The topics that I'm going to be speaking about in this video here is going to be a continuous practice. All of these things and all of these categories that I'm going to be sharing with you will be things that you will have to do and continue for years to come. And I'm not even going to say months, I'm not going to say weeks, I'm not going to say days, I'm going to say for years to come, because you guys know we change, we morph, we grow, we experience new things, and that also impacts our walk and our journey in our everyday life. But I'm not going to ramble, so go ahead, get your popcorn, get your drink, and let's get straight into the video. So we are starting off with one of my favorite categories, and it is confidence. You guys, as a plus size woman, I have to say my confidence was not always there. Yes, I always loved myself. Yes, I always had a good amount of confidence, but now recently, baby, like, you can't tell me anything. You can't tell me anything, and I know that that has to do with the things that I've been practicing and that I have been implementing into my life. When it comes to confidence, it all boils down to loving yourself. I had to learn to love myself in the place that I am in right now. Accepting who you are right now as a person is your biggest lesson, because yes, there are things about us right now that we might not like, that we might not favor, that we want to change. But in order for you to truly grow and move on to that next part of life and truly enjoy that next part of life, you have to love who you are right now, all the bad, the good, the ugly, and the indifferent. In the midst of you loving yourself, please don't forget or lose sight on the mission that you have and the goals that you have, which is to become a different or a better person. One of the things that I did to help build my confidence was to work on the habits that I have that does not align with who I want to become. So what I did and what I am challenging you today, right now, to do once this video is over is to go ahead, get a pen and piece of paper out. Baby, I got a notebook because, like I said, this is a forever going thing. But go ahead and get a pen and paper, and I just want you to take a fine-tooth comb and comb through your life. And I want you to go ahead and just pick through every single part of your life. That is your behavior, your mindset, your self-talk, your self-love, everything. I want you to comb through and see what are some of the things you don't like and what are the things that you do like. After you have curated that list, I want you to go ahead and take the things that you love that you are doing for yourself right now and continue to implement them. But I also want you to take those items on that list that you do not like and research, dig deep, and figure out how you can go ahead and switch things over and change so that you are able to move further in your journey and switch out those bad habits for good habits. Girl, when I tell you this is a big one, this is a big one. This here is self self-sabotage. And I know some people feel like, oh no, I don't self-sabotage myself. Oh no, I look out for myself. Girl, no you don't. No you don't, because we all have some sort of factor within us that unfortunately has us to self-sabotage. For me, one of my biggest issues was procrastination. You cannot procrastinate. Procrastination is literally the enemy. Like, point blank period. There is no good to procrastinating. None whatsoever. Because when you procrastinate, that leads to rushing. And then rushing will lead to chaos. And then chaos leads to disheveled. And when you are disheveled, there is no confidence oozing out of being disheveled. I can assure you, because your hair is all messed up, your outfit ain't put together, you look a wreck, or either your energy and your vibe just give off. I am not putting my best foot forward. I am just all over the place, and that all stems from procrastinating. And like I said, I am 100% at fault for this too, so don't feel bad. We are all in this together, but we have to stop doing it. When I started to work on my self-confidence and just building myself up, loving myself, I really had to take a look at the way that I was speaking to myself. I don't think we all understand that the way you speak to yourself is a direct correlation of how you think about yourself. So if you are thinking negatively about yourself, you're going to speak negatively about yourself, whether it's to yourself or to others. And that is something that we need to dead now. I never ever thought that I would be the person that would talk so bad about myself and not even realize it. When I started to really put thought into my words and really listen to myself talk, I said, oh my goodness, I am not speaking highly of myself. I am not giving myself credit. I'm calling myself all types of names. Like, there would be times I would do something, you know, a little outlandish at work, as far as something that is a rookie mistake, and I'd be like, girl, that was so stupid, you are so dumb. And I'm just like, Arleesia, why would you talk about yourself like that? Why would you call yourself dumb? Because you wouldn't like if somebody else called you dumb. So why would you call yourself dumb? You need to speak highly of yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to nurture yourself. And we all know that words can be very damaging, and we don't want to damage ourselves. Let's stop the negative talk. Let's stop the downplaying. Like, let's hype ourselves up. Every day we wake up, you are beautiful. You are gorgeous. You are smart. You are enough. You are more than enough. You are the child of a king. So that makes you royalty. So treat yourself as royalty. Don't treat yourself as a peasant, because you are not a peasant. You are royalty. So you need to treat and love and talk to yourself as such. Baby. I was tiptoeing around this issue when it came to myself. But I knew the only way to truly see growth is to actually do it, and that is self-correction. Now, that is a big one. I told y'all, these categories are going to hit, and they're going to hit hard. Self-correction, it is like no other, because I feel like as a people, we give ourselves so many passes, and not always in a good way. Sometimes we give ourselves passes in a bad way. And when I tell you, that can be the downfall to you just going after anything in life. That can be your biggest downfall. If you mess up, it's okay. We're human. We are human, and we're going to mess up, but the only way we can learn from that mess up or that mistake is if we correct ourselves. We should not be messing up or making mistakes and being like, oh, it's okay, I'll get it the next time or whatever. No, correct yourself in that moment. I know growing up, my dad used to say, where you do it is where you get it. We knew in that moment that that action that we just did was a no-go. And the thing with that is when you go ahead and you correct your mistake in that moment, then you are less likely to continue to make those mistakes. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that you will never ever make that mistake, because you 1000% will. We're all human. But the more you correct yourself, the better you become later on in life, because it's like a switch in your brain. Like, wait a minute. I was going to do that, but I know that I should not do that. So I'm not going to do it. Now, as a healthcare worker, this category is one that I struggle with solely just because of the job that I do every single day. And that is to just simply slow down. To just simply slow down. When you see these beautiful, feminine, boss-like energy coming through from a woman, you don't ever see that woman rushing. You don't ever see her going around like she's going 5,000 miles an hour. You never see that. She is poised, she takes her time, she stands tall, and she is not rushing. So slow down. One of the issues that I have is talking fast. I talk very fast. I don't know why. I do not know why I talk extremely fast. I know when I was growing up and I was younger, my uncle always used to say, slow down, buddy, slow down. Because I just spoke so fast. But when you talk nice and slow and at a good pitch, because that's important as well, you grab the attention of the person that you're talking to. You are able to speak clearly, you are able to think clearly, which also leads to what I love to say and what I live by is I am saying what I mean and I am meaning what I'm saying, because I am clearly thinking and I am able to project and tell you what it is that I am thinking. Here's another one that I struggle with too, is to be 5 to 10 minutes early. That factor of you just knowing you're on time, you look put together, you have everything in line, that confidence exudes. And that's a thing that I want us all to understand, that confidence is not just about what you wear, what you look like, what you have on your body. It is more of a vibe, an energy, something that is from within that comes out. So it is very important to be 5 to 10 minutes early so that you are able to collect and gather your thoughts, your mind, and you are able to strut into wherever it is that you were going. And another one that is hard for me because of my job, and that is to walk slower. I never realized the amount of gratitude, of poise, of elegance that you consume and that you show off when you just walk slow. When you just simply walk slower. And I don't mean like, ooh, walk slow like that, showing up. No. Walk slow, put your shoulders back, put your head up, and just glide. Glide wherever you are going to. Again, walking slower and walking at a great pace grabs the attention of others. It lets people know that, yes, I am very much in charge. I am very much in my feminine energy. I am very much in charge. I am very much a boss. It also helps you to correct and straighten out your posture. I am one to have terrible posture, and I am constantly trying to correct myself when it hits me to fix my posture. So walking slower allows you to have a nice, tall, lean torso and just be able to glide and move in such ease and such elegance wherever you're going. While you are on this journey to help you improve your femininity and just become a better person, the number one thing you have to do is to set boundaries. Now, this is the area in which I started. I didn't start with the confidence. I didn't start with the slowing down. I started with setting boundaries because I am just such a loving, open, and big-hearted person that I will do for any, however, whenever. And unfortunately, that was not always good for me. That was not always good. And it was not healthy. So for me, I had to make sure that I set those boundaries and I made sure to prioritize my mental health. There are so many ways that you can prioritize your mental health. First thing for me was getting rid of negative and leeching people. And I know that is kind of rough, but honestly, you guys, I'm calling it for what it is. I had to get rid of the people that I knew were most likely only around me because of the things that I could do for them. And that was just it. And that was okay. Like, there's no hard feelings. There's no love lost. I still love them. I don't know if they still love me, but I still love them. And I know that I was coming from a place of self-love. And again, we have to make sure we are putting ourselves first. So we must get rid of those people. Another way that I prioritized my mental health was spending some time alone. Now, I know you probably like, well, how did you do that? Aren't you married? Yes, I am married. But we kind of have like a little thing going on where some days my husband will sit in the living room and I'll sit in the bedroom. I'll sit in the bedroom reading a book. I'll sit in the bedroom journaling. But we make sure to give each other space. I have to give my husband kudos for that because he does not bother me. He allows me to take the time to be with myself, for myself. Another thing that I implemented into my life to help with my mental health, that was getting outside. Now, I was very vitamin D deficient. I now allow myself time to be outside, enjoy the sun, enjoy the birds chirping, enjoy the noisiness of the world around, but I still am able to enjoy it and just go for a walk, clear my mind, thank God, talk to God, just get a breather. One of the hard things about life is that sometimes we don't know our limitations, and that can be very damaging because when you don't know your limitations, you can tend to overload yourself, which can then cause you to, one, become sick, because when you overload yourself, you can weaken your immune system. Two, you begin to pour from an empty cup. And I know you're like, how do you pour from something that's empty? Child, you can still do it. Been there, done that. And then you can literally just have straight up burnout, and that is not an area that you want to go. And when I say limitations, that does not just mean for people, that also means for you, because I know me, and I'm pretty sure you do it too. We will go ahead and say, oh, I can do this for myself, I can do that for myself, or I can get my hair done in the day, I can go ahead and get my nails done the same day, oh, I might as well get my feet done too, and then let me go ahead and go to the mall and do some shopping. Now, while yes, some of that can be very relaxing for some, but for others like me, I cannot get my hair done, do my nails and my toes, then go shopping all in the same day and think that it is relaxing. I will feel so overwhelmed and so bombarded that I will not even be able to enjoy me getting pampered. So you must learn what your limitations are. And this here is the most powerful thing that you can ever possess. And that is just simply saying no. No. Like, I never knew a 2-letter word could be so powerful. But baby, the word no is so powerful. And that there is literally where I started. I started to say no. Oh, can you go do this? Can you do that for... No. And when I would say no, people would be so taken aback because I was always, yes, oh yeah, sure, anything. I would make sure to fit people into my day. Now, no. If I am not able to fit you in a healthy manner within my schedule, then I will say no. It is so easy to get caught up in everybody else that you forget yourself. And when that happens, it's like, what am I doing for myself? And again, a lot of these things are not just here to pertain to other people. It is also here to pertain to ourselves. Sometimes we have to tell ourselves no too. And it is not a bad thing. It is a good thing, but we must learn the art and the power of the word no. The one thing that I have learned along my journey is that we must replace motivation with determination and discipline. Because ultimately, if you really want something, you have to go after it. And yes, initially you have the motivation because it is so new, it is so fresh, and you're excited. But again, this is a long haul journey. So as time go on, you can lose that excitement. You can lose that motivation. But the only thing that is going to keep you going and help you to really achieve those goals is the determination and discipline. I used to hear a lot of people say discipline will take you a lot further than motivation, because motivation is the driving factor. They don't know what they're talking about. But now that I have entered into a space where I am doing something for the long haul, I'm like, ooh, they were right. I never knew how important it was to have a routine until I became an adult with a lot of things to do. Because let me tell you something, having a 9-to-5 and also doing content creation is 2 full-time jobs. And the only way I was able to truly get a hold of it without it getting a hold of me was to set a routine. So tip number 1 would be to go ahead and get your week planned out on a Sunday. Every Sunday, look at your agenda book to see what you have planned for that week. And let me just throw this little tidbit in there. If you are not writing down your plans in a calendar, an agenda book, somewhere like that, then you need to start, because that tells me that you are all over the place and not organized. And truly, like, let's be honest with ourselves, we can't remember everything. So we must go ahead and write it down. Now, don't overplan, but also don't underplan. For me, what I like to do is I like to brain dump and just write out every single thing that I have to do or want to do on that week. And then I will go ahead and divvy out the responsibilities to whatever day it needs to be done, or whatever day I would think it needs to be done or I want to do it. Another routine that is very crucial and very important, and I touched on it in the very first video, that is creating a morning and a nighttime routine. You guys, please do not underestimate the advantages of having a routine. First of all, it just gets your mind in a place of relaxation. Second of all, you're not scrambling. You're not all over the place. You were able to just wake up and be flawless. And then when it's time for you to go to bed, you're not having to guess, oh, did I pack my lunch? Did I do this? Did I plug in all of my devices? Did I, make sure I walked it? Like, no, you have your routine, you have it set, and you know that you hit all of these things because you have a routine. Your body starts to get used to the habits and the routines that you create for yourself, and then it just becomes like first nature. Forget second nature. It becomes first nature for you, and it just makes your days, your weeks, your months so much better. Now, while I can go on and on and on with so many other categories, I am going to stop it there. And of course, there will be a part 3. So let me know down below what are some categories you think I should touch on, or what are some things that you do within your feminine journey that maybe I should try and implement as well. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and chat below in the comments section. Be sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss any of my other videos, and follow me on my social media channels. And yeah, I will see you loves in the next video. Bye.